It started on Monday. Seattle made a big trade. They picked up Percy Harvin. 49ers countered it a few hours later and got Anquan Boldin. Who made the better trade? I'm going to start with you, Paulo.
I think Seattle definitely made the better trade. They got basically a triple threat player. Special teams, like I was saying earlier, you can running back them, you can wide receiver them, you can put them in the slot, put them in the pistol, wildcat, whatever. But they definitely, yeah. So I mean, Harvin's just the all around offensive threat. He can set up your special teams and then still stay on the field. As an offensive threat in the slot or a one-on-one receiver. He can line up in the backfield with Skittles. Give him that extra option. Baldwin, in my opinion, he's going to be a year older. People are saying that he proved last year that he was offensive threat. Well, offensive threat, he only caught 4 touchdowns during the regular season. Yes, he exploded in the playoffs, but how consistently can he do that throughout the whole season?
I think he can do it throughout the whole season because you look at his time in Arizona when he had a quarterback who can get the ball out there everywhere, make every throw on the field consistently. He was putting up big numbers, him and Larry Fitzgerald going back and forth. And you kind of see the difference in Larry Fitzgerald's career right now. Now that he don't have a big number 2 like Boldin. Boldin opens up a lot of space, and he's a big receiver.
He got nobody to get him the ball either.
Nobody to throw the ball.
You know?
Yeah. I'm surprised none of you guys brought up the fact that Percy Harvin hasn't played a full season yet.
Headaches.
Well, if we're going by potential, then of course Percy Harvin's younger, but yeah, he hasn't played. I mean, what was it? More than half the season last year. But as far as Seattle, they're pretty stacked, and they just added another threat.
Well, all he did was replace Leon Washington.
I think he's better than Leon Washington. And you think about it like this: with all the players that they have right now loaded up, they don't even have to use him the same amount of times. He don't have to play as many plays as he might have played in Minnesota. In Minnesota, they didn't really have a lot of players who really tried out there, so he had to be on the field every play.
Minnesota finished the season pretty strong when he was hurt.
Adrian Peterson finished the season kind of strong, and that's all I have to say about that.
and then he's known to clash with coaches.
Yeah, I mean, migraines. But, like, with Seattle, the biggest thing with them is, out of all their receivers, I don't know if they have a true number one. Boldin is probably the number one receiver in Baltimore. And as a matter of fact, Fluco, he need to give him $40 million of that. $20 million contract.
Yeah. I'm going to just finish this topic off by saying the Niners definitely benefited. Seattle gave up too much. They gave up a first-round pick.
Second round?
A second-round pick and a pick next year for a guy that can't stay on the field, a guy that clashes. And migraines is no joke. Those migraines ain't going nowhere. At least the Niners, they know what they get with Boldin. They get a stud on and off the field. You seen he helped Larry Fitzgerald. He helped Torrey Smith. Hopefully he'll help Michael Crabtree. He played the quarterback position at Florida State, so he understands the quarterback. So you got to think he's coming with the young Kaepernick. He's going to help him mature. He was reliable for Fluco. This a stat nobody points out. When Fluco threw the ball to Anquan Boldin, he completed 62% of the balls. Fluco throwing to everybody else, 48%.
That's believable.
And then you get him at the cap number that you was finna pay your backup quarterback.
Yeah, so you got him for a little bit of nothing, and then Super Bowl rings. You can't buy that kind of experience. So he knows how to get it done. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, lost one and won one. So to me, I think he's eons ahead.
Got the playoff experience.
Percy